Hello guys, and welcome to Two Movie Guys and a Girl with just one girl, obviously, and a very boring background. Sorry about that. Today I'm reviewing the new release by Pixar, which is Inside Out, and I know I'm a week late, but if you haven't seen this film in this past week, go and see it straight away. So to give you a background of the story, there's three main characters. You follow the story of Riley, who is a teenager. She's around 11-12 years old, and her mum and dad. They moved from Minnesota, where they've lived most of their lives, and they are now moving into San Francisco. It follows the emotions inside their head as well, so you've got sadness, joy, fear, anger and disgust. And then you see the background of her life as she grows up and how they control her emotions. And then it gets to a point in her life when they've moved from Minnesota and they moved to San Francisco. Is it San Francisco? Yes, to San Francisco. So these characters are trying to figure out how to control her emotions. Now she's in this new setting where she's not with her old friends, she's not in her old school, in her own house, and she's not with her hockey team that she plays with a lot. And they try and control her emotions, and you see that sad gets a little bit involved in some of her memories and it turns them all sad. So you can see the development of the memories that she has from Minnesota turning sad because obviously she misses it and she wants to go back, which then leads in joy and sadness having a little quabble because Joy obviously wants to keep her as happy as possible in this new setting, and they get lost. So sadness and joy get lost inside of Riley's mind, and you see the battle of fear, anger and disgust trying to level it out and try and keep her happy, but obviously failing very miserably. And then you follow the journey of sadness and joy, trying to work their way back up to headquarters where they can control their emotions because they're lost. So I had really high expectations for this film, with it being a Pixar film, and it's also directed by Pete Docter, and he's done some of the major Pixar films. You've got all the Toy Stories apart from Toy Story 3, I think it is, and he's done WALL-E, he's done Up, and he's also done Monsters Inc. So I had massive expectations for this because I absolutely love Pixar films, and it truly lived up to that expectation. It was such a good film, and what I absolutely loved about it is that although these Pixar films are aimed at children, as an adult you can still absolutely love them. Whereas I found this comparison with Minions, when I watched that I got a bit bored because it was a bit childish and there was just that power there, whereas with this film I loved it the whole way through. I love the characters in it. The characters are so good, and it's funny enough because they're all relatable characters, so you have all your emotions, and it's kind of this just like journey through moving from childhood to being a teenager. And what I love about all the Pixar films is there's so many underlying messages in them, so many different meanings, and I think for younger children watching it they can really like learn a lot from watching this film, because it just shows the transition of like maybe growing up a bit and maybe then getting a bit angry and not wanting to be with your parents all the time, but then in the end you always come back to them and you always come back to home because that's your favourite place, and I just absolutely love that. Also, I think if you've got a family and you've got children, you haven't seen this film and you're debating whether to go and see it, definitely go and see it because they will absolutely love it. It's just a fun film. It's a bit sad in places, like towards the end, not to spoil it, but obviously when like anger, fear and disgust are kind of like ruining it, then everything kind of goes sad and she loses like all her memories and her happy places. She doesn't lose her memories, but they kind of like start to fade away, and that obviously that bit's a bit sad. I know a lot of people have cried at it, but I didn't cry. I did okay. I soldiered through, so I was okay. But yeah, it's definitely a family film, and kids will absolutely love it. It's Pixar. I also think that if you have like a small child that maybe don't want to take to the cinema because maybe they can't sit for that long or they're a bit too young, maybe think about buying it on DVD when that comes out, because the visuals in it are really good. It's really colourful and it's just really attractive. It's attractive to watch, and yeah, I absolutely loved it. It was a brilliant film. I like the story because to me, like, everyone can relate to it, because everyone has them little voices in their head that's like talking to you like, oh, should I do this, or something's making me angry. So I think it's relatable to everyone, and it does make you like have a little giggle here and there. Obviously my favourite character was Joy, and the bond between Joy and Sadness, because Joy's trying to teach her to be happy, and throughout the journey you see that, well, Sadness kind of shows to Joy that life needs a bit of sadness. You need sadness to bring you back to where your happy place is. And so I love the bond between that and the connection between them, and them learning off each other, so that at the end Sadness can make Riley truly happy. So yeah, I absolutely love that. I love the different emotions as well in the parents, the difference between the mums and the dad's emotion. I find that quite funny. That was quite funny to watch, because obviously men and women definitely think like very differently, and it was really hilarious to watch that as well. That was good fun. I love how with Pixar films there always seems to be like one-off films, but I would always be happy watching like a sequel to it. So with like, I'm comparing this to Minions because I saw the Minions not so long ago, and I kind of think it's not the same kind of film, but it's target audience same. Whereas with the Minions film, I don't think I would be happy to see another one, because I felt like enough was in there. Whereas I feel with like Inside Out, they could go on and they can make another sequel, and it could be a different journey, and it would still be as good as this one. I really feel that they're just so easy to watch and so fun to watch. And so for a summary, I'm going to give it I think I'm going to go with an 8.5 out of 10, or maybe a 9. I think I'm going to go with a 9 because I loved it so much. If you haven't seen this film, just go and see it, no matter what your age is. You have to go and see it. It's just such a feel-good film. But yeah, that's it for Inside Out. There will be a few more reviews coming up with Matt. I think he's doing a Mission Impossible review soon, so that'll be up soon. So then you guys have not got long to wait at all until all three of us, the 2 movie guys and the girl, move in together, and I think there'll be a lot of fun and antics from there. I think we're gonna try out a lot of new stuff, so that'll be exciting for you guys to watch. If you want to see any more of our recent stuff, we've got a few more videos down below which you can watch on our channel. Also, some more of our blog stuff is on our website at moviepilot.com. And give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and subscribe to us, and we'll see you soon. Goodbye!